and welcome to our YouTube channel. Just wanted to come for you from the wedding rooms in Kidderminster. It's Gemma and Jade, and we're bringing you all bridal tips and money saving tips. So if you want to hear more, then just like and subscribe to our channel. Now today we are showing you how to lace up this gorgeous dress, nice and beautiful for your wedding day. So we'll get straight into it.
I want to ask the bride to make sure the dress is naturally sitting on her hips. So I'm going to do this inside strapper. And here we have the modesty panel. So this is the part of the dress that the lace up will thread over, and it is doing what it says. It's keeping your modesty. So most dresses, it will come to the point with the button. Gemma is too small for this dress, so the lace up will be coming together more. But generally, as you're lacing a dress up, you want to have that modesty panel to that button. But obviously with Gemma being a bit smaller for this dress, it will come closer together. So the main point moving throughout lacing a dress up is that you keep the lace up flat, because that will give you the nice crossover and it won't ruffle up. Also, most dresses have a little bit of a seam there, and that is the middle point of your lace up, but you can always check that you've got the middle point here by making sure as you run over the lace up that this is a very long lace up, that they've come together. And that will keep it nice and flat, and make sure you don't end up with a bow that's bigger on one side, or as you thread through that it's bunching up. So make sure as you begin that the lace up is in the middle and it's nice and flat. Now what you want to do is get your first end and move under the hoop, so you're going away from the bride. And thread that through. Luckily, we've chose a dress today that's got really long lace up, so it's going to take me a while longer. Again, see that's bunched up there, so you want to make sure that's flat. And then the other side, so you do opposite to opposite, you're going under the hoop and out through the top. You're always moving away from the bride. Again, make sure everything's nice and flat there.
And what else were we saying before this? Clean hands.
Yes, make sure your hands are clean. You do not want to touch your makeup and then go to your friend or your daughter. Right, let's do your dress now. So as you see, we're going to the next side. Again, under and through. Keep it nice and flat all the time. As the dress comes together, you will automatically pull it, but the bride will tell you how it's feeling. Again, with Gemma, it is too small for her because you'll have more to play with. I had a lace-up dress and it was amazing, because as the day went on and I ate more, I got to loosen it a little bit. So again, we're going under and out that way.
And you can have it a bit more snug for while you get married, can't you?
As you're going through the dress, you're basically crisscrossing, and that's all the idea you've got to keep in your mind. You're crisscrossing all the time. Again, we move through. And the main points really, we've done a really simple method because you want to keep it simple. You don't want to have these techniques that make you in the morning be really worried. So I remember my mum lacing my dress up and be like, oh my God, under, over. So I think she worried a lot about it. And I was like, Mum, it's fine.
I don't remember who did mine. Did you do it?
I can't remember.
I don't know. I had a lace up because I was like, pull it tighter, pull it tighter.
That is the joy of lace up as well. So again, we're going under and through. I'm keeping it nice and flat. They will tend to flip over, but that's for you, just to make sure as you're running through, it's keeping it nice and flat. And we go under and through again. And as you want to tighten, you can take it from the middle section as you're pulling it tighter. And what that will do is keep it nice and flat and even, because that's what you want really.
And every now and then, and if you get the bride just to give a bit of a wriggle with her hands on the hips and just make sure it's sitting where it should sit. Obviously it's a bit big for me, but
Jem needs to eat more.
Okay.
So again, making sure it's nice and flat. And I think a lot of people say, like, oh, I'm really worried about lacing up in the day. But actually, it's a really nice little moment to have a little chat and, calm down what you're looking forward to.
Calm before the storm.
Yes, it is. And I'd always say, it sounds really silly, but make sure your nails are really good, whoever's lacing up, because you're going to have photographs, because photography like that little bit of a moment. So I remember lacing my friend up and being in my scruffs and be like, okay, I wasn't prepared for that. Again, just a little through the bottom out through the top. See that I've kept it as flat as possible by checking at every point. But that's flipped over, so you want to flatten it again. So when you're to the bottom, you want to check that it's fitted well. So you'll ask your bride, how's it fitting? So Gemma, how's it feel?
Yeah, feels great.
If you want to loosen it, if you want to loosen it, you'll loosen it. If you want to tighten it, the best way is to go from that middle section, pulling each section down. And what that does, it moves the lace down, so it feels tighter. Again, if you want to loosen it, you're reversing that. So then it threads here. Again, we've kept that in the middle and everything's nice and flat. Again, it's come together quite close, this one has, because the dress is too small for Gem. So then you're at the bottom.
Too big? Ow.
Either way, it's not perfect. So you want to tie that now. You can double knot it if you prefer, and then do a bow. This really depends on what look you want to go for. So you could do a pretty bow, and then have that down again. If you wanted this shorter, you'd have the seamstress, because this is quite a long lacer. Or you could start, if you want, you can thread it through. So you're getting all the lace through the dress, pushing it through the layers of the dress, and getting that in. So this is if you didn't want a bow and you wanted more of a flush look. So pop that through, and then you'll go through under the dress of the layers, and you'll find a lacer. See, that's coming through nicely now. So it's quite good when it's a fitted dress because there's a lot less fabric.
I know, but you're right in there.
Luckily, we are all friends. So then you can then tie it up through the bottom of the dress and have your bow to secure it there. Again, if you find it a little bit long, you can have your seamstress shorten that. And there you have one lace-up dress ready to get married and dance the night away.